Hi there. So we are going to be celebrating this weekend Shavuot for the 3,332nd time. So that's very exciting. But the question is as follows. Are you interested in being a Jew? Are we a Jewish by choice, or are we Jewish just because we inherited from our parents, from our grandparents, all the way back for the 3,332 years? Now, the truth is, the first time the Jews came to Mount Sinai, it says that they said, Naseh v'nishma, we will do and we will listen to everything that God tells us to do. But the question is, even that first time, were they Jews for the first time when they received the Torah at Mount Sinai? Tradition tells us that the Jews at that time was if they were newly converted Jewish people. However, we do know that we have a tradition that Abraham is the first Jew. So this is not really the Jewish people coming Jews for the first time, or maybe they were Jews from before. What were they really? We do know that we learn today laws of how if somebody wants to become a Jew, in other words, how do they become a Jew? From the laws of what the Jews did from coming a Jew at Mount Sinai. They accepted upon themselves the Torah, Naseh v'nishma. They heard the laws from God directly. All the laws that somebody has to accept today to become a Jew, we learn from them what it means to be Jewish, not to give up idol worship, to observe Shabbat, etc. Going to the mikvah, we learn the Jews crossed through the Red Sea. Having a Brit Milah, circumcision, the Jews circumcised themselves right before the giving of the Torah, and so on and so forth. So we see these basic laws come directly from the giving of the Torah. On the other hand, there were Jews before too, technically, right? I mean, God took the Jews out of Egypt. We all know that. We celebrate Passover just 7 weeks ago. So it's not that they weren't Jews before, they were Jews before. So what really happened at the giving of the Torah? What changed? And this is something we have to ask ourselves today. We are going through a stage right now in our lives that we're coming from the red to the yellow. We are being told across America, across the world for that matter, that Corona that we're living through start loosening up. People start becoming comfortable to get out of your homes and start going back into society again. And a lot of people are having really a hard time with this. Why is that? In the beginning, when you were told, stay home, don't get out of your houses, you have to start locking yourselves up. People said, what do you mean? I love being social. I love being close to people. I like life the way I know it. But then everybody got so scared. We became frightened. We're going to get sick. We're going to die. And it's terrible. Even in America itself, over 100,000 people died. You know what that means? 100,000 people died. It's a terrible, terrible situation. But on the other hand, now we're being told that we can start opening up a little bit, start going back to see people again. We could go back together. The governor from Pennsylvania just said that in the green zone, you could have 250 people coming together again. You know what that means? 250 people? It's mind-boggling. We're having such a hard time for ourselves to imagine 250 people together. It's like having high holidays again with a full room of people. Like, wow, it's hard to believe. People are having just such a hard time understanding what does it mean. But the truth is, you have to think about this a little bit. If we chose to become a Jew, not just because this is what we were told, this is what we are, it's something that we have to embrace on our own. We're not saying we are because we are, but it's saying we are because I want to be. That's what Shavuot means. Shavuot means to say that I'm Jewish because I'm choosing to do so. God gave us the Torah at Mount Sinai, and He says, I am your God. And we say, yes, God, I want you to be my God. And God says, don't serve idols. And we say, God, I don't want to serve idols. God says, keep the Shabbat holy. And we say, I want to keep the Shabbat holy. God says, honor your parents. And we say, I'm going to honor my parents whether I love them or not. I'm going to make myself love them. I'm going to embrace that because this is something that we want to do. We're not just a Jew by default. We are Jews because we want to be Jewish. And this is something that we have to understand. We don't socialize because we have no choice. We socialize because we want to. And this is a message that we have to take with us for this holiday of Shavuot. We are not in the red zone because we are forced to. We went into the red zone because we wanted to. We want to stay healthy. We want to help other people stay healthy. And we move from red to yellow and eventually from yellow to green. We have to understand it's not something about politics. It's not just about the economy. It's because the idea is that we're coming back into a healthy and normal zone. Hopefully, we should do this for the right reasons, and hopefully, as we move into the green zone, we should be able to stay healthy, and we should be accepting and re-accepting the Torah and embracing the Torah in a happy, healthy environment. Shabbat Shalom and happy Shavuot.